welcome to Reconnective Healing Live, Friday for the period of Lent, every Friday at 2 o'clock UK time, although I'm a little bit late. It takes me a while to get all the mic set up and everything. Just wait to see if people are going to arrive. And then we'll do some healing together. Woo.
Like, I don't know what to do. I don't have any tech skills.
No, that's me.
I got a big team. I got a pet camel that I got to take care of.
That's not good, is it? I just need to turn. That was an ad that came on. Turn the here we are. I can see chat now. Then if people come, that's okay. I just wanted to get it so that I could see chat if you came, and I'll just put that down here and look at it a little bit later. But for now, I'm just going to introduce myself if you're new here and if you've just sort of stumbled over this live stream or my channel. I'm Jill Brennan. I'm a Reconnective Healing practitioner. I've been doing Reconnective Healing since 2015 when I was trained by Eric Pearl in London. I wasn't really familiar with any other modalities, healing modalities. I was just interested in healing, and I got a copy of his book, The Reconnection, Heal Others, Heal Yourself. And as I was reading it, it resonated. But more than that, I started to sense some of the tingling sensation he talks about in the book. There is a part of the book where he invites you to do exercises and to practice a little bit on people. And I did that. I was practicing on my family and friends. And the amazing thing is that they were experiencing something. They were experiencing a vibrational, subtle energy in their body as I was activating the frequencies. And that made me realize there was really something in this. And so I went and trained. And what I saw over the period of time, with a lot of people in one space, all activating the energies of light information, and left me in no doubt that there's something in this. I don't claim to know how it works exactly. My understanding of it is that it's something that's non-dual. It takes us into non-duality. And I talk about non-duality a little bit on my channel, in other contexts, when we're thinking about spiritual teaching. It's not about belief systems, it's just about understanding the nature of reality. And that at the essence of our being, we are all connected, we're all one. We share the same ground of all being. And so that's where I think reconnective healing works. As I receive, you receive. And what I thought I would do today is I thought I would just do a little bit of a kind of healing for the people that are here. And so if I can just bring the chat up, let me see if I'm going to be able to do that. Don't know why I'm not getting the chat, to be able to see if people are. I can't seem to get the chat. And why is that? Live chat here, I brought it up. Hi Thomas, you made it. I'm really pleased. I know that you've not been very well, so I will just do reconnective healing for you, Thomas. And if other people arrive during that, great. And otherwise, people will perhaps come and watch later. But I'm going to start now. And so the way that it works is by your attention. Just find yourself somewhere to sit quietly, be still, bring your attention to receiving. And just observe what you experience. It can be very subtle. You might not feel or notice anything at all. It doesn't matter. Just bring your full attention and focus to the present moment. I'm already starting to feel something in my little finger then, just as I was about to begin, like prompting me to start. So it's already here. The healing is already here. So let's just be open to receive. I'm not using a technique, I'm not sending energy, I'm just playing, feeling the frequencies, noticing what I'm feeling. I just got a little sensation, a tingling down my arm, now on the back of my hand here. Really subtle, almost electrical little prickles. Sometimes we notice little involuntary twitches. I just saw my index finger there doing it, the middle finger rather, and I wasn't moving it, I wasn't intending to move it, I just observed it do a little sort of, shimmer, a little kind of, there we go. Just little indicators that something's being activated that affects us in the body. The activation is at a deeper level, but everything's connected, and this body isn't, this flesh suit isn't separate from all those other aspects of being, including the deepest level within the unitive field. That's the only way of describing how it can work. Just felt some heat there in the middle of my palm. These little chakra centers, sometimes you notice an activation there, not necessarily, but it's just doing its thing. It can be different for everyone, although often there are similarities in what people report back to how we experience it. Noticing something on my earlobe, a little kind of sensation, like a tugging. Sometimes people feel something around their eyes or the lips, mouth area, just little twitches. And also what might be described as currents of little whirlpools or currents of temperature changes. Might come to a particularly warm spot or cool. Sometimes feel icy. I've heard people say that they got an icy cold sensation in their limbs. If you're watching this live, let me know in the chat if you would like me to focus healing for you. I decided today I'm going to do like a round robin round the table, as it were, for the people that are here live. Done that in the past. So this is for Thomas that I'm focusing on now. But if you are watching, just give me a thumbs up and I'll see that in the chat. Feeling a lot of heat there. Doesn't mean anything where it is. This is just the ether, isn't it, that I'm putting my hand through. It's not just air or nothingness. It's a field. Okay, Thomas, I hope you're soon feeling a lot better and that you notice some improvement in your symptoms. I'm just going to see who else has joined us. I can see a few people, but I can't read from there. Let's see. Hi, Janet. Oh, don't worry, I was a little bit late, Janet. I was usually out. I planned to be here at 2, but getting set up with the camera and everything, and the microphone is a bit fiddly. Hands and arms, you were feeling it. Interesting, isn't it? It's always fascinating. This is why we say it's in the field, and that etheric field somehow, ether, I don't know if it's quantum, I don't know enough about those things, I'm not a scientist, but there's somehow that it's outside time and space. So time and space aren't a limitation, let's say. So it's immediate. And it's not only immediate for you now live, it's immediate for people who watch it back later, weeks, not just hours later. Some of you might be watching later this evening, but you know, weeks, months, even years later, people will leave comments saying that they felt something. So this is to do with attention, obviously. So they're watching me and I'm talking about, you know, giving perhaps some direction or moving my hands around, and then they are experiencing something that sort of synchronizes with what I'm saying or doing. So it's by attention that it seems to work. Okay, Janet. So you've given me a thumbs up. I'm going to do some healing now for Janet. As I said, if you've just joined me, please just give me a thumbs up and I'll know to work my way down through round our little group, our little meeting together to direct some healing. I say direct my thoughts. So Janet, open to receive. You might notice a change of, I just got a sort of, you know, that ringing in your ears, or when something, you hear a tonal change in your ear. So that can be another indication of vibrational changes. It is like a kind of pins and needles. I'm getting a lot of that in the back of my palms there. Hope you're able to feel something, Janet. I get a really sort of stinging sensation almost there on my thumbs. That was quite powerful, for me anyway. If you don't ever feel anything physically, get the sensations, then don't worry about it. It's not that it isn't happening, it isn't being activated. Sometimes we can worry about, it's happening for everyone else but not for me. And the more we try, it kind of becomes a barrier. You know what I mean by that? So, and it's so very subtle that it isn't, well, it's usually very subtle. Some people can have a very dramatic response and reaction. And I don't know why. Why for some people it can be very powerful physically, their limbs moving around. But mostly it's quite subtle. Let's see if there's anybody else who's joined us who's wanting. Thank you, you're welcome. Hi, Holly. Live, hi everyone. Hi, Holly. Thank you. I did notice a change in tone in my ears. That's interesting because it was while I was just thinking of you that I got that in my ears at the same time. Right after you said that, my ear kind of thumped. I find it very peaceful for the most part. Same. Yeah, it's just a gentle, soothing, calming energy. That's lovely. So Holly and Mike, I see that you've joined us. Really enjoyed watching your videos. Okay. So Rick, as I said, if you want me to do some healing for you, just give me a thumbs up in the comments so that I can join you. Hi, Julie. Frequencies were powerful. Good. Okay. So I'm going to just keep going. I'm going round people that are here live. Done that before. So Julie, yeah, you've given me a thumbs up. Mike and Holly, if you want me to direct some for you so that we're doing like a really mini one-to-one session, people can watch the videos and feel the sensations and also have improvement of symptoms. But there is something that's quite unique about having a one-to-one session. And so that's in a way what I wanted to demonstrate, even though it's only perhaps a minute or a couple of minutes that for each of you that I'm going to do here. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'll do Julie now, and then Holly, I'll do you next. So Julie. I'm just getting a sensation around my face, Julie. Perhaps because I'm thinking about your face as I'm just holding my hands here now. Also, I'm noticing a sensation that's rising up from sort of the bottom of my torso, moving upwards, noticing just a very something subtle there. There have been occasions when I've done a live and I've mentioned something on a video, and later somebody's told me, "Oh, that was me. This is what I'm laid up with, a poorly foot or whatever." And so, if I am noticing things, I'm just mentioning it because it's interesting, isn't it? It's not a technique, it's not a method, it's just observing. Still getting something around my face and mouth. I can't be certain that it's not my hair because it has that sensation of the lightest touch on the skin. That's how it can feel. Just got a funny, just a sudden movement in my stomach area then too. Holding the person in love and then experiencing and knowing that the separation collapses, and in the field of oneness, we're one and the same. Okay, find myself doing this, which is the namaste, isn't it? The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. Holly. Okay. Just got a sensation around my head there, almost a bit of a pain, you know, quite a strong, sharp sensation around my head. Right on my thumb. Oh, left leg, like a pins and needles. That might just be how I'm sitting. But that was a very noticeable sensation all up the left side and also in my arm here. Yeah, as though it was a neural thing down the left side there. I was just getting. And in the leg, and in the leg. Ooh, again, in my calf area, calf and, yeah, left calf. Sort of really like pinpricks. Quite uncomfortable, actually. Doesn't relate to any symptoms that I'm having, so I'm just noticing it. I'm just saying it. If it means nothing, let it go. It doesn't matter. I often say this in sessions because I find this sometimes happens. If there's something that unusual that happens for me that I don't think is from me, I'll just mention it at the end when we have a little chat and give feedback. And sometimes that's meaningful. If it isn't, doesn't matter, because I'm not attached to it. It's just observing, and we're both doing the same thing in a session, observing, and then sharing experiences at the end. Okay. Okay, Holly. Overwhelming waves of love, Julie says. That's great. Yeah, lovely. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Holly. Okay, so that's been lovely, actually. I do enjoy doing these videos this way, and maybe next week we'll do the same again. People might watch these back later and then try to sort of put it in the diaries to be here if we're able to do live little mini sessions for people. And the time goes very quickly. I've noticed that it's just gone 1:30, and I didn't want to do more than half an hour. So I've got some things to do, and then I've got a session booked as well. So I'm going to have to love you and leave you. Thank you for joining me. You know, this is mutual. This isn't just one way, because I feel so very calm now. It's quite busy morning, and I was, you know, in that mental sort of busy place, and then I just pressed play, and as soon as we enter into this, you know, sharing the frequencies, it's beautifully calming. So yeah, it's lovely for me to do as well. So thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you experienced anything, if you have any questions about Reconnective Healing or about my sessions or anything like that. And I'll see you again next Friday. Yeah, I'll still be here each Friday up until Good Friday, and including Good Friday. We'll do a Good Friday one up until Easter. Okay, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.